I don't know. I don't know what there is to say about this one, guys. This is I saw Kramer tweeted this is one of the worst days he can remember. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad out there, right? There was 9 stocks in the whole S&P 500 that are up today. 9 out of 505 or 504 now, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's a good thing I have Joel here, frankly, because let's get Joel on and have him find us some support if he even can. I don't know. It's at the close. We got a half hour left in the day. Thank goodness it's almost done. Smash that like button. Let's start, I guess. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What's up, man? I mean, I don't even know.
You're asking me for support? What do we got? We got one low that's only one support level. And I don't know if we'll get there before the close. The low of the move, 38.55. That's 45.55 handles away from the low of the day. But that's it, folks. I mean, look at this hourly chart here. I don't know if I've seen it, even during COVID here. You've had since 6 a.m. on the hourly, you've had one green bar on the hourly, and then kaplooey. I mean, I'll go through the other commodities and futures, and then we could get the into the individual equities. But it's bullseye for the bears is all I could say. Crude now $6 off its high. That's down 314 at 106.49. Gold, that's down 290 at 18.16. Silver down 36 cents, 21.39. Bitcoin getting away from that 30K, down at $900 at 29,100. And Ethereum sinking under 2K, down 76.50 at 1966. So there's a look at your commodities and futures. Certainly no place to hide in today's session.
Yeah, this is what I've got to say. If you've got any like intermediate longs or short-term longs right now, get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. That's how I feel. Get out, get down. Like get down. Like that's how I feel. Like it's scary out there. And Joe and I were talking before we came on here. I don't know if I can remember a day like this where I know technically speaking, TJ Maxx and Target they're in different sectors, right? According to the GICS categorization, right? Because TJ Maxx is in cyclical, I think, and Target is in defensive because TJ Maxx is an apparel company. And Target has groceries, so they're in different sectors, but they're really it's the same business, right? It's retail, right? Target has retail, TJ Maxx has retail. I don't know if I can remember a day where you have two companies in the same industry on complete opposite ends of the market. One of them is leading us. One of them is dragging us the rest of it down because Target is down 26% today, and TJ Maxx is your shining beacon of hope, which makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Isn't TJ Maxx? I mean, isn't that really only apparel?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right, but I mean, Target's apparel too, apparel plus groceries, right? I mean,
yeah, but they have they have other stuff. Yeah, they sell appliances there. They sell
yes, they do.
A ton of stuff. Uh, I mean, you could chase this thing. I mean, we gave you $60. That wasn't the greatest level. It did exceed that for the TJ Maxx. I mean, you just got to be aware that that it's a red candle, right? That it hit the high of the day and it's pulled back. We know about gaps, right? The gaps are filled quite a bit. So it was a good, a good opportunity for people to lighten up. That's what they did. Target, I mean, you know, it's just been.
Joel, we've seen single stocks drag the whole market down, but it's one thing when that single stock is like Apple or
I know,
Amazon or
I
Facebook,
know.
like one of these mega cap, 800 and 900 billion dollar companies. Well, I mean, not anymore, but they used to be, or $1 trillion in some cases. And I hear what's the market cap of Target? Well, now it's less, but Target is like $100 billion, which is like it's big, but it's not that big, and it's
Hey,
dragging
look at.
everything down.
Hey, don't shoot me, but is this a rounding bottom here in Target? Uh,
No, no,
kind of an
no.
orderly. What did I give? I said 152.40. I didn't think it would get there. What did it get to? 155.20. And now you're showing a little bit of life here. So uh I don't I don't I'm like it's so hesitant to make any predictions, but I don't know if you're gonna see the kind of like Walmart did it in 2 days, right? And Walmart had the effect of having the bad report, and then Target just kind of piled on it. So I just the way this Target chart is looking, which means nothing. I just don't know. I don't know if I'd like be shorting this thing right now. I either wait for a pop or definitely, trying along. Well, you know where your stop is, and that stop would be at the low of the day today. S&P's perking up just a little bit. We're in the 39.20 handle, which is good, 12 points away from the low. Uh, I will say I had to dig down, but I believe that the secondary low, the actual low of the move was 38.55. But after we came off that low, low was made on a Thursday. On that Friday, where we had the big rally, the Globex low was actually 39.15. So if you were using that number as a secondary number, that's the only beacon of hope that I could see here. I'm not going to call it the double bottom by any stretch of the imagination, but you took that out by 5.5 points and getting a little reset here. So that's a without 162 handles, it's hard to find a positive, but
Yep.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yep. And again, as always, really with the exception being like March 2020, or even during then, there are always pockets of green somewhere somehow, right? So today, there are a handful of stocks that are up. You have, I think we got some green commodities, don't we? Oh no, I take that back. We most certainly do not. I thought we did, but we don't. I mean bonds. You can look at the
Yeah, the
TLT.
bonds are up a little bit. I mean,
TLT's having a good day. So,
since we're going to need some quantitative easing soon, I
yep,
guess
yep,
people are getting a head start on the bond market. TLT, yeah, that's having a good day. I mean, that could almost be, a little flight to quality too. At least with the bond, you're getting something. A strong day for the dollar as well. But I don't know. Can we try and should we look at the stocks that are green? That should take in the S&P
yeah,
500. That should take about
yeah,
a
yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah. Right, right. So there aren't many. Hey, big tip of the hat to a couple of these video game stocks. Take Two and EA, for whatever reason, are both up today. Go figure. Take
Take
Two.
Two had a good report yesterday.
Yeah,
Continuation move. This one is interesting. There was another stock I said today. Oh, I know what it was. But you're trying to break into the 126 handle. You've had a couple days here. I mean, you really got a clear, a point of a breakout here, and that'd be like 125 and a half. You've backed off that, but I mean that chart looks okay. I wonder how Generac's doing. Nope. That hit that resistance and that backed off too. I thought if there would have been a strong market, maybe that taken out 229. But no can do. Who can afford generators in this market, right?
no one. I don't know. And the thing what has me alarmed here is like you would think based on like the price action of like Walmart and Target that like the market is saying we are going into there is a 100% chance we're going into a recession in the next I don't know, quarter or two, which is of course certainly not the case. We very well can go into a recession, but that is very far from certain at this point. It's just I can't believe though that Walmart just gave back like 22 months,
Yeah.
21 months worth of gains in 2 freaking days. 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, it's like no one's ever going shopping again. I mean,
Which we know,
basically.
of course, is utter nonsense. Of course, people are going shopping again. But yeah, I just
Yeah, you're right. The July of coats, man, it's just you're thinking about some of these stocks back near COVID lows. 118.22. That was post COVID. That was 118.22 was your July low of June of 2000. Your June low was 117. Boom, 120.78. So you got three monthly lows. Let's see. I mean, 120. Boom, 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 boom. 120 is three monthly lows. That's all I can say.
all right. Other weird other weird stock news, stocks that are up today. A lot of the beaten down names. Somebody mentioned Upstart, which is going to be up for what, like the 5th day in a row today. Upstart and Roblox and SoFi are somehow, some way, all up for whatever reason. Fisker's in the green, Joel. You got a lot of like really, really beaten down names that you got. I don't know. I can't explain this one. I really can't.
I mean, this thing is just 400 to what 30, 26.78 the other day. Just a little wow, just a little bit over, oversold condition. You can only buy on weakness for so long. It has a nice 5-day uptrend here. What I would be careful about, see, yep, it went 20 up. So this is fifth day in a row. We can talk about the percentage of volume still pouring into this. Uh, you just don't want to see this kind of pattern where, yeah, I don't know if it's going to replicate that, but you had the 4 or 5 day rally and then lights out. So if we'll keep an eye on the upstart. Since it's one of the only stocks that's up, and then see if it puts in a couple highs, in the area, whatever, maybe had some short covering, some new longs coming in, but if this makes a couple highs in the same area and then backs off, maybe has an inside day, then I, could definitely get teledocked here. That rally up to what 39.30, pretty short lived here. Now 7.5 handles off the low of the day.
I like what George Scone said. He was long the SQQQs and he tried to hold it, but thought, you know what? I'm up. Better take some profits. Yeah, I'm down with that vibe, man. Take the profits when you got them in this market. So, because remember what just happened in the last the last few days, right? We just had ourselves a nice little bounce there for 4 days. So
Yeah.
you never know if you're long this inverse stuff. You really never know when you get another one of those 4 day runs in you. So yeah, take the profits when you got them. I'm totally down with that vibe. What
Or
else?
take partial,
Yeah,
partial profits too. There's nothing,
yep.
yep,
All right.
nothing wrong with that.
If anybody cares at all, this is the calendar again on the earnings front. It's not much tonight. Cisco, Bath and Body Works. Tomorrow morning is Kohl's, BJ's. Um, that's kind of it.
Look at this Coles. Holy
I know.
mackerel. I mean,
I know. I know.
poor Coles, man. They're like they're gonna be knocking on the door. You sure you don't want to pay 55 instead of 65? But yep, that's getting what you said they announced tonight,
No, tomorrow morning.
tomorrow morning. Okay, well we'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Another shoe to fall.
And I had a thought. Oh yeah, someone asked like tweet on Twitter about our thoughts on Coles, and it was like, well, look, if your best case scenario is TJ Maxx, which is up 6%, and your worst case scenario is Target, which is down 25%, I would skew cautious because yeah, they may say something similar to TJ Maxx, but uh, it ain't as
What
if
did Target basically say that like they got so much stuff on the shelves that they did? I mean, was that the comment that you made that from their release
yeah,
that they
yeah.
just
They have more inventory now than they had like at any point. Um, there's that was the big thing, and then
That
the EPS miss.
that was a big one. They
You
missed.
knew it was bad. You knew it was bad because when I got in this morning, the first thing I saw was the CEO on CNBC, just like playing hardcore defense, just like the consumer is strong. We're seeing no signs of a consumer. Well, of course he needs to say that, but um, that's the defensive stance to take, right? And it's just, I don't know. I it's not as if there were okay. So does the report justify a 25% drop? Let's be honest, probably not. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what it is. So that's what we've got. This is the hand that we've all been dealt here. If you're in Target, you just lost all your gains from the fall of 2020 in a day. Not all of them because the all-time high was hit last year, but yeah.
What did because I looked at this and then I mean it was just kind of sneaky because it had well this was the flush, right? And then it just when I looked at it, it was only down like 10 or $15, and then I blinked, and then it just you know uh, just kept on going. But I mean, you see, maybe it puts another low in this area. I don't know. Like I said, to have the follow through like it did at Target or like Walmart, that next monthly low, that's all you can lean on is 152.80, and below that's 150.80. But that's $10 away.
I just can't believe. I mean, I can believe, but I still can't believe what they're doing like a Costco today, which is getting smoked. This thing is now falling almost $200 in the
You know what?
last month. Down almost two
We
hundred
we
bucks.
we don't do this. We don't do this often, but we actually went to Costco twice this weekend.
Yeah.
And because they said she wanted some flowers, so we went on Saturday when it opened, and I'm like, man, this place is empty. And
Oh,
then I went, and then we decided to get some grub on Sunday, and I went there, and you just walked right up to the checkout line,
hmm.
the
No,
old eyeball indicator.
I won't believe in inflation until they raise the prices of their hot dogs. Then I'll get scared. That's when I'll get scared. When Costco raises the price of their hot dogs from, let's say they go from $1.50 to $2.50, then that's your run for the hills indicator right there. Until that
Josh,
happens,
yep, yep,
yeah,
I agree. Josh Martin is asking for support in Walmart, and
under your desk, Josh, is the answer.
yeah, I I trying to stay consistent with my mode of technical analysis, and there's three lows right here in their monthly lows. Right here, boom, right here, boom, right here, boom. So, that to me, that's fairly significant. The range is from what like 118 to 22. So if the big boys are going to start stepping up, I would at least I don't know if it's support, but I don't think it will go down as fast through that area. But who knows? In market crashes, things can happen. But that's what I would say. The range on those monthly lows I just gave you, Josh, were 117.01 to 120.78. So since that's around a number like 120, let's just throw 120 potential support.
Wait, so several people in the chat now saying that there are rumors that Costco is doing the hot dog thing. Um, I mean, I was joking. I don't think they ever will because I'm pretty
I
sure
think I think we just got our chat's just being our chat,
wait,
but
no, because I'm pretty sure was it the hot
mhm.
dogs or the chicken, but there's a famous quote attributed to the founder of Costco, and he was like, I guess when he stepped down as CEO or whatever, and he said, if you ever raise the prices, it was either the hot dog or the chicken, I forgot what you eat, but if you ever raise the prices, I will effing kill you, is what he said. Uh, so he really wants those prices to never go up for the hot dogs or maybe in the chicken. I don't remember what, but in any case, I hope that's not true because I hope that'd be bad. Okay, what else do we have here? Pain in retail, pain in. Oh, did you see Ulta Beauty today, Joel? ULTA, down $44. This is a $400 stock yesterday. It's not anymore.
They retail, and they didn't even report, right?
No, 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 no.
No. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Had you bounced just like the market. Boy, it's starting to get chippy out there here. I just saw like just a 5 point blast north here in the S&Ps. They're trying to get a bid here. I don't know. Should I go out on I can't imagine there being any buy imbalances, right? I mean, I don't even know what there'd be on a day like today. I wouldn't chase imbalances either way. Just
Yeah.
if you're hanging on for anything, you thought you picked the bottom, just keep your eye on the low of the day, and if that goes by the wayside, then boom,
All right,
get out.
I have confirmation that it was a fake BS rumor on the hot dog thing from Costco. They're not raising the price of the hot dog today at least. Who knows what tomorrow holds? But okay, let's look at the chat here. We got 9 minutes left in the session. RAG asking about the volume in the queues.
Oh man, I mean I'm not RG. I'm just not a huge volume guy. I'm more of a price guy. I'm sure it's a big increase in volume.
Not really, actually.
Not no, it's not.
No, not really.
I mean, all you can say is, there's only one thing that matters here in the Qs and in the S&Ps, and that's the Qs actually bottomed last Wednesday, right? And the S&Ps, am I losing track of my days here? So that's the only thing. I mean, I don't know about volume. I don't know, about stochastics or overbought, oversold. The lows are the lows, and that's the only thing that you had to lean on when we were crashing last week. And I was looking at the S&Ps. I was saying, what is there between here and 3,500, right? I mean, it's just kind of the old 50% retracement. You've had so many retracements and so many stocks that have been greater than that. I mean, maybe it's the S&P's time to have the 50%. And this is basis the futures. Let me you know what I'll do just on a rare occasion, because the cash is more consistent. Let's bring up the cash index, right? There
Okay.
we go. That's clean. And
Yep.
I could even make it a little cleaner. I missed a high here by a little bit, but 3,500. I mean, whatever. You can see some other monthly lows on the way up. It's just not going to go straight there, but that's what you have to lean on, is the lows of the move.
As we head into the close now, we are now down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, eight green stocks in the whole S&P 500. 8 out of 504. I would just say this because we were. I feel like we came off extremely bearish this morning, which ended up being
Why did we?
ended up being ended up being right. But look, I would just say times like these, everyone has to sort of you have to look at yourself, have a conversation with yourself. What am I trying to accomplish here? What do I want to do? How much risk do I have? Stocks always fall on the far end of the risk spectrum. Stocks are inherently risky. If you don't want to take that much risk, go into bonds. They're not going to perform for you, but they're not going to blow up on your face either. Go into cash. It's the safest thing that we've got right now. There are other assets to hold outside of stocks. Real estate, commodities. Stocks are risky. Stocks go up and they go down. Obviously, I'm just throwing it out as a reminder that you always got to ask yourself, am I taking too much risk? And if you can't if you are, then take some risk off the table. There's nothing wrong with that. Times like this is a time to do that. So I ask myself that question. These days I ask it like once a week, frankly.
Someone just asked about a stock that I haven't looked in a long time. Otter Tail. It's a utility.
I never heard of that.
That's back from the oldie days.
Right.
And did they have some news on that today? It had a big spike, right?
I've never heard of this. OTTR.
Yeah, Otter Tail. Yeah, I believe it's a utility, like in Buffalo or something.
Okay, I don't see it.
Is that what it is? OTTR?
No, I gotta check the thing. I'm checking in Pro right now. No, I just don't see anything from
They
this.
didn't have any news?
No.
What I would say, I don't know why this had this ridiculous spike. but it's had a big 2-day move. I'd really be keeping an eye on this low from today. 63.86. You're at 64.17. I don't know what the reason was. You had a couple highs there at 64. So if it could catch a bid here at 64 tomorrow and hold, a couple days, then I think it could turn its tail up. I just don't like when a stock has that big of a move up and gives it back. But you see clearly where your risk is if you can't hold 64, then you got a pair of lows at 62.30. So I put that in there. Oh, it's a utility and the Dakotas. Thanks,
Right.
Pete. That's a look at Otter Tail.
I'm a big fan of interesting but mostly useless market stats. If anyone has a stat for me on the day with the fewest green stocks in the S&P, please share, because we're down to 6 now. 6 green stocks on the day in the S&P 500 index, your bellwether index. As we leak into the close, things are so bad that when we hopped on to prepare for the show about a half hour ago, or a little bit more than that, Joel asked, or maybe it was Mitch, I don't remember who. Somebody asked what these circuit breakers were, and not that we're anywhere near that, but just for awareness, in the last 35 minutes of the trading day, the only circuit breaker would be a 20% drop. So we'd have to fall 20% to hit the level 3 circuit breaker if it happens between 3:25 and 4 p.m. So we're obviously not going to do that or anything like that. But we're not even, frankly, not even close to level 1 circuit breaker, because we're only down 4% today in the S&P. In the S&P, at least we're down 5% in the
Okay, we
Q.
just went down. We just made
Yeah.
a new low in '08 and got a quick bounce. You know what? It's been too easy for the shorts today. It
Oh
it
my
really
gosh,
has.
has it
And
ever?
you know, so there you go. You just this is we went to the minute chart here. Just took out the new low, jammed some stops at 38.20. So excuse me, at 39.10 was low. You hit 39.08. So don't go on the 1 minute one very often here, folks. But if you could get above this 39.20, then I think you see one of these little, if rallies in the last couple minutes. If you can't hold 39.20, go down and test the low. But that's what we're looking at. I mean, it's hard to preview. I mean,
No,
feels so bad if
yeah,
you're
there's nothing.
reporting tonight.
I mean, Cisco is going to get rocked. It's not even their fault. I don't even care what Cisco says tonight. They're going to get rocked. Um, and for those keeping score at home, we are approaching what would be the textbook definition of a bear market, at least in the SPY, because we're not quite there.
Emily's asking us this capitulation. It's so weird because
It's a
you
feeling.
don't.
It's a
It's
feeling.
it's like if we would have smashed through 38.55, that and had just went down like that, then I would have said yeah. But I don't know. This wasn't capitulation. This was just orderly selling, man. Just like
Yeah.
get me the hell out, just no buying. But that's it. It looks like we'll see where we close here. Trying to get over 39.20, and they bat it back down right away. So, what else? I can cover maybe
That's
one
it.
more
I
stock
mean,
here.
here are your green stocks for the day that are in the S&P. I know there's more green on the screen than this, but TJ Maxx is your leader. EMBC. I don't even know what is EMBC. Is that that's Embecta. You've got AIZ, which is Assurant, is up. NRG, energy, right? PGR, which is Progressive. EA, Gilead, and EPAM Systems, EPAM. Those are your green stocks today in the S&P 500 index. 3, 2, 1. We closed. Thank
All
gosh.
right, man. Pencils down. Got a little pop. Maybe get a close around 24. So we'll see. We'll see what the overnight session holds for us. 38.55 has been the low of the move, and that's what we got to look at. That's what we got
All
to
right.
hold, or else we got another leg lower. So
Catch
everyone,
you guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Smash the like. Oh man.